Welcome back to today's scenario of what if civilization started over. In the last episode, we saw a massive war in the Middle East, the fall of the Right Triangle Coalition, and most importantly, the fall of Mesopotamia, and also the growth of the alliances of the Star Alliance and the Arrow Alliance. They're both expanded through the Treaty of the War, and they're both not liking each other too much because they don't agree on anything. They're squabbling, yeah. And now the first event of this. Now, anyway, we're going to be starting off this video with some exploration over here on the coast of India and Bangladesh. So this is what their expansion is going to look like. Something like this. Now, everyone is starting to hate each other in these two alliances, but the red team and the lime team don't agree with each other on most issues. Like, the lime team doesn't agree with the red team on how to run a nation. Like, for example, the red team doesn't agree with them in their philosophies. And anyway, yeah. So that, but unrelated note, we're going down to India. It's so fun in India. It's so fun in staying the Indian subcontinent. Do do do. Yeah, this world is starting to get more and more filled in. Quickly, the world starts to be more and more filled in. So, eventually, the whole world will be explored. At some point in this week, so the whole world might be explored. Well, it will be. And by the way, I don't have a specific amount of episodes I want to reach for. Like, if I want to do 7 episodes or something. Oh, wait, this is episode 7. I would make this the finale. How would this end the series? So, I gotta make the announcement that this is not the finale. Though there's little left of India to explore. Though unexplored territory is still there. It's just getting smaller by the day. Now, yeah, every day the amount left to explore in the world gets smaller and smaller, though they don't know that there's an Americas. They don't know that there's so much more to the world than just what they know. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know that they're not like super. They're not the strongest they can possibly be. Also, I might have fixed an issue. Okay, now that the rest of India is explored, countries are putting in claims over the rest of India. So the first claim is going to be made by like a native group of people being this country, and they claim just this. They don't take much. Now another country to make claims is going to be like country down here that actually is not taking much. They're just taking up like this. Not that much land to have, but yeah. Now another country to form here is now another country that's going to be here is going to be here right like this color right here. They're going to be this color, and yeah. Now the country that's going to take the rest of this is of course going to be the Indian Empire. At this point, they're as strong as they can get. The Indian Empire is really strong, and a lord up on the Indian Empire, the world thinks the Indian Empire is kind of like the weakest of like the major powers, what they consider major powers. So yeah, they're like a weak one compared to like the red team. Though the red team, it only got their strength from their allies. So if they took away their allies right now, they could probably keep that strength. And then there's also like the Chinese over here. Now another country is going to form a foreman in Bangladesh. This might not be like a super original color, but like this color. Oh, where's... Oh, this is too light a color. I'm gonna try this. Okay, this works, so... Yep, Bangladesh is now a country. And another country that seems to be forming is right over here, kind of like just like seeming to just connect up with China. So they might be like a puppet state or something. But yeah, a lot of new countries are forming in this episode. Oh, trust me, I might need to like edit the weakest countries in the world. Now, another new country is going to be forming right down here. Honestly, do I hate this map? India doesn't look that bad. Could use some work, but not that bad overall. I like how it works. It will probably grow on me. I'm probably going to have to do a dark, like purple country, like this color. So the dark purple team is going to be forming right here, and they take all this land. So yeah, the world is kind of like expanding on it. I kind of like this, having like pink India here. And there's room for another country here. I'm thinking of doing like a yellowish country. So this yellow country forms. And now that's going to be the countries that form over here. Now in Africa, there's going to be more exploration into the African continent because I've neglected Africa. So much so that really they probably have explored so much. In another region I've neglected is just Arabia. It's not even fully explored yet. I gotta fix that. That would be like explored like episodes and episodes upon episodes ago. Now the Africa update is going to be like them getting like all of this territory explored. Pretty good. Honestly, I'm starting to feel pretty good about my map. Oh yeah, this region is now starting to grow on me. And anyway, I'm gonna fix this Arabian area because, yeah. And there was a lot of war in the last episode anyway. Well, there was just like a major. The whole episode was like a major war, so yeah, you should be happy. What more do you want from me? Like. Now, I'm gonna try and find a good color. Yes, that's a perfect color for this country. Honestly, I'm liking this. And we're not that far into the video either. I'm doing good for this episode. Getting a lot done. And then at the end, I'm going to have a hard time with the power rankings. Honestly, I think I'm just going to do the power rankings off camera. Oh no, this color is too similar to their color. What about this color? Oh yes, that's a good color. It's too similar to that color. I'm going to try like this color. Oh yes, I like that. I found a color I liked for this country. Perfect. That isn't a repeat color. Like, I know these guys are like a repeat of Cyprus's color, really. But I just did that on accident. But it kind of worked out good because I like their colors. But having both of them have the same color on the map. And these guys now have an African colony. Yay! Now some more things are gonna happen. Like, for example, there's a new country forming in Africa. Being this large country, and I'm gonna have a fun time updating Africa after this episode. Honestly, this whole map's gonna take forever to update, like including like doing the provinces and everything. Now there is a country forming right around here. Honestly, I'm really liking how I made like Africa look in this series. The one country I've gotten requests to expand is the blue team. Well, it's not like from one of my viewers. It's literally like I show like somebody I know the map and they requested I expand this country, I guess. They said they liked it, the country, so I'm going to expand it for them. So yeah. Good for you if you're them. Well, that's a family member that actually. So yeah, basically the whole Middle East is kind of done, and I actually really am liking how the Middle East turned out. It looks like the Middle East of our timeline had a kid. Brown team in Africa too. That should be added. But first, I'm going to do more African exploration because African exploration's good, unless it's done by the dirty, rotten, nasty European colonizers. Immediately, they're exploring more and more of Africa. Soon, like I'm hoping for Africa to be more of like a main ground for events to happen in Africa more, because I wanted to like have Africa like in other Wixos. Africa would be more filled in by now, but I'm not other Wixos, am I? No. Who said yes? I hear you, Billy. I know you're saying yes right now, but I'm not other Wixos. I have to do things differently. I do my whole thing different, operation differently, as I don't edit my videos at all. So this is like all unfiltered at all. Though if I said like something I regret saying in the future, I'd probably now there's a new country forming right here. So yeah, I'm really liking how this map is looking. For me, I'm really liking it. How it's turning out. Though they're definitely probably running into desert by now, but they are just sticking to the coast, exploring into Libya. Sorry about background noise, but I just really like to fidget. That's also another thing about me, and if you didn't hear in the last episode, my dog was barking, so you now know that I have a dog as well. Okay, so now we're going to get out of Africa and instead go to Europe. Europe as they meet up. Well, they try to meet up with the coast over here. Civilization probably began here, like someone else's wix or something. Now, one thing I honestly love recording these videos, except for when like I have errors with like coloring stuff in because of too close colors and like I have to draw a piece to it. It's so annoying. But other than that, I love recording Wixo episodes. If I would probably be recording 5 episodes a day. Though instead today I came to a compromise and did 2 on a Friday night. So just imagine over the week what I could do. Anyway, they make it down to Italy. And yeah, things are getting interesting in this series for the exploration. Quickly, they make it over here. And now, did someone say new nation time? I'm going to. So, this new nation is going to be a pretty good sized country, spanning all the way over like here. Just so you know, my Wixo is probably going to be over 100 episodes, but it's probably going to like be like 2-part thing or something. I don't know, but it's definitely going to be over 100 episodes at this pace. Like, I'm going at a slower pace than Aegis Pro did, but because I don't know how to edit like these videos and stuff. Because I'm like in the infancy of my channel, though it's existed since 2024. And I've only ever posted 33 videos. Well, he has like 700 or something. Now, they make it to like over here in Denmark, kind of. And yeah, things are starting to get better. And they're, for the first time, are meeting up with the Atlantic Ocean. And now these guys like know there's a body of water around them. So they don't know where this body of water is up here, but they're trying to like border the water, kind of just like have a border on the water. Just border the water, kind of, and it's so far working. And now there's another nation, which I'm running out of like colors already. So yeah, that's not a good thing. Honestly, I like could like use a red invasion color. I like this one. Let's keep it. Now, I'm liking how this world map is looking. Looks like how an actual world map would look. Realism. Even though we have a restraining order with realism, it's not happening. Yeah, I'm restrained from realism. I have to stay about 600 miles away. Yeah, it's unfortunate. If I didn't have this restraining order with realism, I'd probably be incorporating realism in every video. No, you're not Polish. No, the Polish are taking over. Anyway, I think there's some more expansion needed in this direction. So the European powers, well, they're not like powers because they're not strong at all, but nonetheless, the Europeans on the Caspian are exploring around it. and they're starting to get down here, and they meet up with themselves, and they realize, oh wait, we are just over here on the other side, and they realize that if this body of water goes like this, that should mean that they're about to meet up with the pink team. And they are excited to meet up with another country because that way the Europeans can show they actually accomplished something, and then the Europeans can be hailed as heroes. Be like, woo! I can't do the thing with my voice. And probably from recording these videos, I'm losing my voice. But I'm still recording 2 videos today. Like a legend. Honestly, I think I'm going to probably make like this channel more mapping oriented, and probably that make another channel into my like Minecraft channel. Oh, I can't on my old videos, but I'm just trying to like make this channel towards the audience that is here. Like I've somehow pulled in a mapping audience. I realized that my channel is more geared towards like mapping than to like, oh my gosh, rate my fit videos. Swim, rate my fit, 1 to 10, what do you think? Now a new country is going to pop up over here. And honestly, the world has been getting more and more filled up with countries. I cannot believe how many countries are actually drawn in on this map. I know there's a... So, now, the whole world has been conquered by this blue team. What are they going to do with the whole world under their control? I was joking about that, but you could make a video called What If That Was Real or something. About what if that was actually really happened. I wish I would know the effects it would have if you do make that video. Like, I'll try to watch it if you make it. And I like know about it and I've like heard about it. Now another country forms, and this time it's gold brown kind of. Kind of looks like this dog poop color. It's not the worst. Now I'm gonna actually pull up a map from episode 5. This is what the map looked like after episode 5. This is what the modern map looks like. Kind of looking a little like similar, but different, kind of. Especially now that though some changes are gonna happen, but it doesn't look like almost the same, kind of like for example, the Koreans claiming more land in the Korean Peninsula, and now going north and claiming this would probably be more realistic than not doing that. So yeah, Korea, though checking the stability layer is not that stable, and notice here these guys are like in full collapse stability, about to collapse stability because they're kind of just not doing too well economically and stuff. Anyway, if I'm going to rank every single country in the world in the power rankings, I better get on it. So let's start off with the strongest country being Afro-Eurasia. Let's start off with the Afro-Eurasian country with a couple holdouts in Afro-Eurasia that still haven't turned to Afro-Eurasia. Okay, now for real. We are going to the power rankings later, and their ranking only includes all of these countries, so I'm probably going to not erase them all because I'm probably not going to erase like the top 10 countries, really. What? No. I just like erase the background, like on this rose. God. And all I do is just watch them just just do this. Honestly, I'm just going to erase every country's ranking because I'm probably going to redo things. So some things are, though nothing really major was changed. I'm just ranking all the new countries in there with them. So first of all, let's start off with a strong number one being the Lime Team Empire. Number two is going to go to the Red Team Empire. Number three is going to China. Now, number four, though not far off from China, is India. In this episode, they had some land gains, so yeah. I'm going to put their thing right here. And now number five, shockingly, is going to be these guys are now the number, well, I think they were already number five. Number six is going to go to their ally. Number seven goes to these guys. Now, number eight is actually going to go to these guys. Now, number nine forms. Now, number nine's here. And number 10 would probably be a difficult one, but these guys are riding off the high from winning the war. And they're still pretty strong from it. So yeah, that makes them pretty strong. 11 is actually probably going to be Ukraine. 12, I'm going to think, would probably be a nation like Korea. I'd say would be a good number 12. Now a 13th place country would probably be like, this country would probably be 13. 14, I don't know who a good 14 would be. But if I had to guess, these guys would make a good number 14 in the world. Now number 15, I guess these guys would be number 15. No, they were beaten badly. They were still super strong in their peak, and they're still riding off the high they kind of had. Now 16 is going to be like a shocking one, though. 16. Who's it going to go to? 16, 16. I think these guys are going to be 16. If anything, yeah, these guys are 16. Now 17. 17 is going to be a new country, being these guys. The first newer country to get into the ranking. Now 18 is probably going to be 18, probably going to be this Chinese country. Would be like a good number 18. Number 19, if anything, could be the Poland country. Now 20 would make a good number 20. Honestly, I think these guys could make an okay 20. Though honestly, I think it's gonna go to the purple team because they're probably just like a puppet kind of to those guys. Now 22 is probably going. Wait, no, 21. I skipped over 21 completely. 21 is going to go to the Greek country. 22. No, these guys are more of a 22 country, I think. 23 would probably be these guys. 24 would be. Wait. No, these guys are 23. Yeah. I'm second guessing myself. 24. Now, the 25th strongest country in the world would probably be these guys. Now, the 26th would probably be these guys. 27th strongest country would probably be them. Then I'm going to shrink their size. No. Okay, so now there's 28th. Right here, there's your 28th. 29th would probably be these guys. 30th would be these guys because they're kind of like funded, random. And they have like the Nile. And 31st might be these guys. 32nd. I feel these guys would be 32nd, though they're an older country, though they're still like kind of weak. Now 33rd would probably go to these guys. 34th would be these guys. There's a lot of countries to rank now. I might just stick to the top 10. After like next episode, I'm probably sticking to the top 10. Now 35th would probably be this country. 36th would probably be these guys being 36th. 37th would probably be them. 37th. So the southernmost country, I think. 38th would probably go to this country. Oh wait, 38th would go to these guys, so they're still pretty weak because they're actually gotten weaker because they're kind of not working too well. 39th and the 40th. Then there's the 40th strongest country in the world. 41st. The next country is going to be 40. Yeah, 42nd. And the next country is going to be Cyprus. I'm going to raise the size back to 10. which will be 43rd strongest country in the world. And that's the updated power rankings for today's episode. And that's going to be all that's happening in today's episode. And the 0th strongest country is the ocean. You'd think they'd be stronger, but they're still 0. Womp, womp. Anyway, that's going to be the end of today's episode. Well, today's second episode for me, but for you, today's episode. Forget that I I'm not posting these right after I record them. This video is going to be uploaded in like a week after I'm recording it. Completely forget about that. It's crazy. Yeah, just take a look at this power rankings. And anyway, here's the ideologies. If anyone wants to remake my maps, you could probably update the religion if you're interested in that. Provinces, here are provinces. The provinces are transparent from me working on the borders of the peace treaty in the last episode of the big war treaty. And now, anyway, I just want to tell you. Oh, wait. Here's influence boundaries that are way out of date. I was meant to show this layer in episode 6, but forgot. There's an influence layer. See, this shows the Lime team invading in, and these guys having their allies. And here it's out of date. It's way out of date, so don't look at this to see the actual influence. But anyway, I will get that updated. Goodbye, everyone, and see you in the next episode of whatever I record. Goodbye.